strap those seatbelts on because we've got a lot of things to do. It's season 20 of Rupel Boom. We've got information to cover straight away. Firstly, schedule. We'll be seeing away against Manchester United tonight. We have beat Milan away from home in the opening game of the Champions League. I would say that this was the most difficult game of the group stage. If we beat Milan away, Manchester United away, guaranteed basically to go through. Nice and easy. We'll talk about that in a second, shall we? Yeah, madness. Firstly, let's go on to the transfers because there's a lot of transfers here. And you can see a big disparity on incoming transfers signed up and outgoing. Some big players outgoing. That was last season. But I really did actually want to start from last season, didn't I, Curtis? Because organised by date, it was Cristiano Gobbo going out straight away, even before the transfer window opened, to Manchester City for £80 million plus 40% of the next transfer. A brilliant player, probably gets to 5 stars in his peak, but not at the level of like Yale doubts that we need to keep him at whatever cost. There was an opening there. Move him on. Big money. There were also quality players that I wanted to sign, which I needed to make the money for. So Gobbo was one of the players, the first player to be sold £80 million plus 40% of the next transfer. Great servant for Rupel Boom, and a big part of the reason why we've won 2 Champions Leagues recently. So well in Cristiano Gobbo. And then moving on to this season, we'll go from the bottom actually. Loads of loans. Loan. And then freeze. So these are the players that went out off the expiry of their contract. So Luigi went to Benfica. Danilo Brian Neto, not happy with that, but he's gone to Club Bruges. Vigo went to Ghent. Dumitru Georgi went to Juventus. Diego Morales went to Manchester City. And then for the transfer fees, Milan Straseni went to Tottenham Hotspur. Fair enough. Ivan Markovic. We finally got rid of Ivan Markovic, but it took a lot of convincing, and we sold him well under his transfer value. Evaluation now at 30.5 million, only sold him 4.5. Yeah, the same as Frank Gigelberger. Don't know how that works. And I'm not too sure why Liverpool wanted to sign him. Also gone to Juventus is Axel Muller, one of the under-18 lot. Not great. Club Bruges went in for a couple of our players because, signing out by fees here, we went in for a couple of their players. Jacopo Fava, terrible, and Gene Adams, not good. Even though he came from Real Madrid, it doesn't completely guarantee quality. Alkia Jose, let's just give a round of applause for Alkia Jose. What a player, what a goalkeeper he has been. He was in the sticks for a long time and now signed up by Atletico Madrid for 22 million plus 40% of next transfer. Domingos has gone 25 million plus 40%, I believe. Ricardo Galetta, just a straight up 60 million transfer. So we don't get any of the future fee, unfortunately. But he was the midfielder that I was desperate to get rid of. And it's amazing that I'm thinking about desperately getting rid of players as good as this. But you'll see, you might have seen already me going through this save. You'll see that the quality that we've had at centre mid in the under-21s, under-18s, it was so noticeable. And we literally had to force these players on to harness the potential of hopefully what is to come. Okay, I hope that's made sense. And Hugo Alves went for 80 million. So, well, I mean, if we'd sold him to Liverpool in January, we would have got 40 million pounds more. Which obviously it sounds like a 40 million pound loss, but would you rather have 40 million pounds more or a Champions League trophy? Yeah, Champions League. Get your stuff sorted in the summer, even if it's a little bit less money. Good luck to him. 24 years old now. Just a beautiful time to move him on and cash in. I think that also comes with a 40% of next sales. So if he does another big money move out of Chelsea into another huge club, quids in, absolute quids in. Okay, bish bash bosh. That was a total of 240 million pounds. Let's go. This is sorted by fees. Okay. Let's go to the bottom then. Dario Leyva. He is a striker, a under-21s striker, Mexican, potential of 4.5 star. Luis, oh mate, this is just an unbelievable signing. Luis Restrepo. He is a Venezuelan goalkeeper, and he's our first choice goalkeeper already. Just comes in. Brilliant signing at 800k. Really, really chuffed with that. What's his valuation now? 6.5. Yeah, profit. But I don't think he's going to go anywhere anytime soon. If he's anything like Alki Jose, we'll try and keep him as much as we possibly can. The quality, like the look that we've had with goalkeepers, not the same rate as the look that we've had with every other position. So keep the good goalkeepers around. Derek. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a Brazilian wonder kid, does it? But he's maximum potential. Was considering maybe putting him, like, training him up to be a striker, training him up to be midfielder. We chose midfield eventually, even though there is a lot of competition for the midfield spots. Another goalkeeper comes in, a 4.5 star Polish lad. He's playing in the under-21s at the moment. Krzysztof Zatwarnicki. Yep, cool. Rangel, Brazilian wonder kid, maximum potential, playing on loan to Eintracht Frankfurt at the moment. One to maybe keep an eye on. See what happens in the future. I told you there was a lot to get through. Francesco Langella, 9.5 million from Torino. You'll have seen me doing some kind of negotiations with this because it crossed with one of the episodes. And yeah, great to actually have him in because he is maximum potential. Another centre mid that could be an absolute beauty. This is a signing from a Belgian team that looks the part. Even though he's a right-footed player on the left, I don't know how I feel about that, but it's not as problematic as maybe a winger. So this is Ivan Mikhailov, maximum potential, and quite cheap from Royal Antwerp. Guillaume Renault, he probably won't make the first team anytime soon, but that was a signing, 13.75 million. My scouts are very unreliable when it comes to scouting Belgium. We'll see some more of that, to be honest. Halil Karaman actually scored against me. He's on loan to AC Milan and scored against me in the first game, this group stage. Wasn't actually a bad finish as well. Celebrated. Yeah, not happy about it, to be honest. But I mean, it's good that he's getting some really solid experience there, and he's growing rapidly already. Dirt cheap at £14 million. Hugo Carafino. This is just the amount of work that we've done in terms of signings up. This is a maximum potential Portuguese centre back on loan at AS Monaco now. And most of them for very acceptable prices. Yegor Ametkov. Where is he playing? Of course, he's playing at AC Milan as well. I thought I'd seen his name. Very nice. So he might have had a decent game against us, to be honest. Boulem Shaib. This is Algerian French left back. Maximum potential there. So a Lyon left back at 28 million. Beautiful. Lars Huisman, he is under 21s, and I don't think it's Max here. Let me just try and find him. Yeah, 4 stars. He came, actually, his signing, it said maximum potential. I was like, get in, lovely. That's a potential left back because he's kind of small for a centre back at 5'10". But that has quickly faded out a little bit, which is disappointing. Yeah, I rated Club Bruges for 2 players that were rated maximum potential, and even though Club Bruges are in the far distance now in terms of quality, I don't want them getting anywhere near us. So the goal to like raid them of quality still remains. I want to become I just want to stay king of the hill in this league forever. And if I am to do that, I have to get the guy from Royal Antwerp. I have to get the guy from Anderlecht. I have to get the guy from Club Brugge. Well, the 2 guys from Club Brugge. And if only one makes it, which looks like it's going to be the left back, then that's fine. I don't give a shit. This is for league dominance. This is for national, being the best nationally. Carmelo ranking 4.5 stars. I'm training him. Well, I was training him up to be on the left-hand side because lacking a bit of left-hand sided attacking players. But he's on loan at Young Boys in Switzerland right now. Alejandro Jose Fijo. I mean, you can understand why I've spent so much money on these young guys. They are extremely talented. 4.5 stars, that potential. But that's come up from 4. So maybe it was the coaches underestimating it. I hope so, because there's a lot of money outlaid. And then the big one. The one like many before him, and many of the big signings where I have just literally looked at him and I went, we must sign this player no matter what. It's a right winger, should I say, operating on the left. He was like an inside, an inverted winger, inside forward. But we don't play them. We don't play them positions, so he will eventually find his way as an attacking right mid. And, I mean, for a 20-year-old, and he's just turned 20, I believe, 16th of August, for a very young 20-year-old, my goodness, what a player. What a player that is, with 20 determination. Very good. So what's the whole plan with Kurt Warne? So Alves has left, isn't he? So Kurt Warne could play in the centre. We're rotating everybody. We're getting everybody like suited to many positions. So we've got loads of choices. But I think Kurt Warne will eventually land at complete forward support, playing the ball into Yael Doubts. And Hansem Simsek will probably drop to the bench. That's my thoughts right there. It is a massive squad, first team squad, and we'll try and go through some of the changes. Dominik Mrozek came in from Real Madrid, where he was on loan. Of course, I believe he played in that Champions League final against us. Thankfully, he wasn't on the winning team. But now, with his parent club, he can go for it again, and this time feel good about himself. We know that Markovic is not here anymore, so we've really had to buff this. I think there is another centre-back that we've brought in. This one from the under-18s. Metod Ploj. I'd love if it was called Metod Ploj. I might just call him Metod Ploj because that is just an amazing name. But he is a very good player. Really talented. To say that he's only 19 years old. So, big strength in the centre-back partnership. Department, should I say. Minerato is... I really could train him up to be a left-back as well. He could be very versatile across that line. Blasco's there, also a very versatile player. Left-footed, so I think he'll see more action at left-back. Luan Cesar, still here. That's the defensive core. Frogner is now the most experienced of wing backs. Midfield, the midfield core has changed a lot. Most experienced and the best, Alex Pimenta now. So this is the lad that we got from Standard Liège a couple of years back. Then we have Wout Nair, who's getting way more game time after having a solid season last season. I really can't wait to see how far we can take this guy. Coming in from Club Brugge at £29 million. Yeah, that's a signing from Club Brugge that I would happily make again. It's that you have to pay that kind of money just in case you get another Wout Nert. And I know that's not how you say it, but there is kind of a running commentary now in the Discord mods of Wout Nert, so we're calling him Wout Nert. From the under-23s, under-21s, Boris Zoric. You might have seen this guy. He's been knocking at the door. He's been growing perfectly. 19 years old, and he's already making a mark in the first team. Got an assist on the non-competitive stage, but I'm happy. I'm really, really happy, and I'm also happy. Matija Janovic, who's a 4.5 star. He's come in. He's been on loan a couple of times. Sevilla was his last destination. Now he finally gets to ball it out with Rupel Boom. Paulo's on loan, which is fine by me. Eugenio Zanetti, I'm really not too sure where I want to put him. Maybe as a Mazzala, maybe as a winger. But he is still maximum potential. Inter Milan have just developed so many amazing midfielders, man, to our advantage. Like they've helped us massively, and maybe now we might have got everything sorted on the right with Kurt Warren and the new German lad. Maybe we just make this guy into a Mazzala, and even though Gobbo and Galetta have gone, we still have that kind of Inter Milan link. Like, they really haven't done much for our success, but we appreciate them developing the start of these guys' careers, and I don't know, kind of, I don't know, a salute to the past if we keep Zanetti around. Julian Constantin back. He is back, as you'd expect. After a few loans, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Standard Liège. Yeah, he'll finally get some time. Got a little injury, just a small one, nothing to worry about. There's Ebersbach, great name. Calandra is still about, had significant interest, but I didn't want to get rid of him. I think he's our second best forward player. That says a lot. That says a lot. We had some amazing players. Hugo Alves is gone. Simsek is going to drop to the bench, I believe. Or that's my preferred. But Calandra, I want to keep around. He was very, very important, if I've got this right, in the Champions League final last season. Very important. He's clutch. He's clutch. That's it. Simsek, Warren, Bergueno, whatever he is. I mean, still training to be like right hand side, even though he might not make it. He's still hovering around the first team. Alan Zukic, yeah, what a baller. Under 18s, under 21s coming through that, coming through the academy, and he's going from strength to strength, man. Strength to strength. Before he went on loan to Sevilla, he scored 7? Yeah, 7, including scoring 20 seconds into his debut. This is the only goal that we're going to show. This became such a rout that the events, when the thing was playing, was scrollable. How does that even work? Simsek scored 8 before I took him off. Anyway, Zukic. First minute. Him and Simsek got 10 rating. And it really set the tone very quickly. Imagine conceding 24 goals. It could have been way more. That's the sad thing. It could have been way more. So I'm hoping big time that he has a great season out with Sevilla. Yes. Love it. There was a bonus in that kind of loan contract saying that they would pay me extra if they won the Champions League. And I was like, yeah, you're not. You can keep it in, but that is not happening, my friends. I'm sorry. And I might not be the people that knock you out, but that ain't happening. You've got to be realistic on these things. El Doubts is still here. Of course he is. And Gabriel Machado, my goodness, I nearly sold this guy. Remember that we got him for a free the season before. I nearly sold this guy to Chelsea for £80 million plus 40% of the next sale. I couldn't believe it. I was rubbing my hands, even though like he's been amazing for us. I don't really want to get rid of him. Of course, it's a conveyor belt here. He rejected the contract, which is annoying. But it's fine. I'm all right. Honestly, I'm all right because we still got Gabriel Machado. So I don't know. He's a clutch player. There's a lot of clutchness in this side. Want to shout out Eric Avenor as well, who's on loan to Ghent, a left winger, a very promising left winger who's grown rapidly over the last year or so. That's it. Shall we go and play Manchester United? It's took 21 minutes to get through that. A lot of talking. I knew it was going to be an absolute nightmare. Okay. I need to get discussing with the board here. We've not got enough money. We've not got enough money. No. We've not got enough money. Okay. Let's try and increase the wage budget. We've not got enough money. It's fine. It's been increased to 2.8. So that's another 300k. I mean, we still haven't got enough money, but it's a lot more now. 23 million. One to sign up. Show you who I want to sign up. It is a left back. Have I lost him again? It will be on the recent players. Sort by position. It is a left back from Spartak Moscow, but he's not a left back, is he? More attacking, so he's competent at left attacking mid. We are concentrating on filling that for the future because we've moved Hugo Alves off, and obviously Bilek went 6 months ago. So, like, concentrating on that part, this looks like a talent. This looks like someone that could be incredible trained correctly. So I think I've got enough now. Stick a transfer offer in. Just want under 50. 46, 45, 20, I'd say about 23 point... No, I'll go 23 first. That is fine. I like this. I think we need to do more of this. The live negotiations. I don't think we should keep it behind closed doors as much. I think it's rather interesting, to be honest. But of course, in some of the episodes like this, it might be just even more filler, and you don't really need it. The episode's 24 minutes long. All right. I have no idea how we're actually lining up here. But there's Manchester United. I'm disappointed with how Manchester United are in this save. Honestly, they're not that great. Cristiano used to play for us, and it's nice to see that he has developed into a proper good left back. And I know that we were going that way with him, but I don't know if it was natural at that point. Was he the option before Saul Borges? He must have been. Saul Borges has been replaced. We are such a conveyor belt. It's a joke. All right, we can easily get qualified without the win here, but to win here would be lovely. So let's try and do that. Williams might be on. That's a great save. What a save! How about that for an introduction by the new goalkeeper? Mayer's playing for them. Big thanks to the guy in the comments section saying that La Rosa, our old centre mid, was playing for our opponents. Was it Dortmund? That was awesome to say. And I believe he has moved recently. Who else? Simply Salunga moved recently. And he actually bagged us a lot of money because that clause was still on him. He went to Chelsea for about 60 odd million. And we got about 20 for it. I was like, cheers. Yeah. It's strange how pricing works in this game. League reputation really does harm the valuation of the players and makes others an absolute joke. Like, Simply Salunga wasn't a 60 odd million pound player. No chance. Did we sell him for 25? I think at tops you're talking 40 million. I was just about to say that the new goalkeeper is very good with his feet, but that is an absolute lie. He's a sweeper keeper, though, which I think the other keepers that we've got were traditionally just normal goalkeepers that we've had to kind of train, but this guy's a sweeper keeper, so he should be relatively comfortable, way more comfortable than the other goalkeepers that we've had trying to develop into that position. He's looking good. Honestly, he looks good. He looks the part, even though his current ability is half a star lower than Alkia Jose was before we sold him. He was 3-star. This Restrepo is 2.5 at the moment, I believe. Don't think it'll be the case for much. Only thing about Restrepo that I wish wasn't the case, and I wish you could train out of a person, is the eccentricity. Don't like eccentric goalkeepers, and that I think he's on like 9 eccentricity. He's like mid-range, 12. It's more than mid-range. That is not good to see. I just hope we don't see that kind of eccentricity when it matters, when it could harm us the most. Who scored for us? Was it Simsek? Yes. Dow's playing off the right. Yeah, we might have to change that. Izella nearly scored. Izella is such a monster. A lot of people wanted Izella. Let's go. Ebersbach off the right. Doubt's there. No. We'll actually do that and not put any substitutes on yet. There's no need. Gives Doubts a little breather because he's on the orange heart logo. We want to keep him on as much as possible. The Ballon d'Or winner. 4 times over. Going for a 5th. That could be the record. I'll have to check. But I mean, winning the Champions League puts him pretty clear. I don't know. One of the other Rupel Boom players could win it. You never know. You never know. I mean, Warren, I don't think he will because of the stats. But Warren has all the qualities to win, very nice clearance off the line, to win a Ballon d'Or eventually. Hassan Simsek. Calandra had a great season. Machado had a great season. Imagine if Machado won the Ballon d'Or. That would be the story of a lifetime, really. Let's have Janovic off, and we'll have Woutner. We'll also have Zoric. Yeah, Woutner can play as a deep line playmaker. Calandra. Yeah, we'll have Calandra as a complete forward attack. Doubt is going off early. This could backfire if we get an injury, then we're in a mess. But I'm not worried too much. It was 4 bookings, so it's not complete control by Rupel Boom. We have been a little bit ill-disciplined. Nert got a booking. So you better be careful. He's only been on for a bit. The delivery. Could it be a counter-attack? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, because Mrozek, for some reason, decided to just let that go. Great save again. Rest Repo. We might have found the goalkeeper. We got such a good team. God, no. For less than £1 million, I thought we were going to have to pay, like, through the nose to get a brilliant goalkeeper. Hell no. Just kept it nice and casual with Alkia Jose until the right person came along. Eventually. He's a baller. He's actually got the highest rating equal to Hassam Simsek at 7.2. And I think it's that quality in the net that might just win us that game, and that's a great introduction. That's a great introduction for the goalkeeper if that is the case. Luis Felipe is injured. It's one of the Man United players. I will praise the guys because they are... they're unhappy at winning away against Manchester United, and I'm praising them. You can't win sometimes. What if I said demand more? They'd be absolutely livid with me. So they got another Cristiano. Isn't that the Cristiano? Am I getting 2 saves mixed up? There was a Cristiano in this save, surely. It was a winger. Come forward. Oh, mate, I'm so confused. I'm going to have to check. That could have been great tackle by Mrozek. What I might be thinking of is a Hradek Kralov player. Back in Football Manager 2020. Yeah, okay. Oh. Going back to review some kind of footage. Have we got a penalty? No penalty. But apparently it was a foul outside the box, so Rupel Boom, I don't know if they're going to swing this in. I'd happily see this just played short. Ebbers batch. Nah, we good. We're fine. 6 added minutes? 6 added minutes, apparently. It is Kurt Warren, Wout Nayet. Oh, with 5 minutes to go. That is it. That is that. Nicely sorted. Good couple of wins, even though Manchester United ran as close. Really close, that match. Much closer than what I expected, so fair play to them. Hopefully we slap them up at home. That is the end of the long-ass episode. I knew that it was going to take ages, a lot of things to cover. But now I've got loads of time to myself with this save, so I can sit back and enjoy it. Nice one, guys. Thank you ever so much. We'll see you next episode. what do you call it? First knockout round of the Champions League, hopefully. We're on our way. We are well on our way. See you then.